inspire, empower. Grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Hey ladies, what's going on? So just coming in today to talk to you guys about an interesting conversation that I had on IG, and it has to do with commanding your rate. And so I still to this day have had yet to work with a woman that didn't need to entertain raising her prices. But when it comes to actually selling that thing, some issues come up. And I hear women have all of these different reasons as to why they think the sales don't close. You know, we can tell ourselves the tales that people don't really want to invest. People are really freebie seekers. The economy is messed up. People don't have money. And you know what? That is true for some individuals. However, what's really making a difference between whether or not you all can sell is not about your product offer. It isn't about how creative your titling is. It has to do with one thing, and it's authenticity. I have seen so many women not recognize the fact that they're selling themselves short because they are being stereotypically professional instead of just being whoever it is that they are. And so, you know, when I'm on a sales call, I am not trying to make sure that I sound very professional. Rather, I'm making sure that that individual can identify with who I am. And so for a lot of women, there's always that thing that you could have, would have said, you could have, would have, should have said, or the thing you think about after you get off the call. And some of that has to do with, having a trained voice, knowing where you stand and knowing what to say. But a lot of it has to do with second guessing yourself. And in the moment of, trying to say things in a way where you're being very calculating and persuasive and you want to make sure that you sound right, you lose the moment of actually wooing someone in with your confidence, your self-confidence. And ladies, let's just be honest, in this arena, and in the entrepreneurial arena, we have to step from behind the titles. It's no longer manager this or CEO that. Well, most of you aren't COOs, but you know what I'm saying. It is no longer about your degree. It's not about your certifications. When a person has heard you market properly, that you can solve a problem that they have, they then need to connect with you. And only you know whether or not the real you is showing up. And when it doesn't show up, a person can't put their finger on it, but they can't say yes. They don't want to say no, but they can't say yes. And that's because on an energetic level, they are missing connection. And so if you do, because maybe you're very charismatic,
if you do still get someone to say yes and you half-ass show up on that call, then 9 times out of 10 you will have attracted someone who isn't your ideal client. And so there's some scary things that you guys need to say, but you also need to know how and when to say it, to let somebody know whether or not you've got a no-nonsense type of style, the work ethic that you possess, the standards that you're going to hold them up to, the expectations that are required in order to get them to their place of success. So many of you never really communicate those things. You're so busy trying to say, I can get you from point A to point B by doing my steps in my program are this, and then that, and then that, and not realizing that at the end of the day, that's where you lose people, because we all have steps. I was just saying it the other day. When I teach sales, I break it down into 7 parts. Somebody else may break it down into 5. Does that mean they're better? Like, whoop-de-woo, I can teach you faster because I took 2 steps away. At the end of the day, we all end up saying the same thing. It's just that our wordplay is different. And sometimes the words do matter, right? And you guys have heard me say this before. Like, some people have really been out of shape about saying ideal client. Or somebody else wanted to market differently and say your dream client. Then somebody else decided, no, it should be your soulmate client. And then I even knew a woman who said it should be your assigned clients. Who has God, the divine, assigned to you? And even though all of those names are different, everybody's basically just trying to get you to the person that'll buy your product. And so it can't be wordplay, and it can't be your title, and it can't be your creative, juicy offer that you made. I have said it before and I'll say it again. Yes, you may have a unique selling proposition, but guess what? You are the number one unique identifying factor. I mean, think about it as, presidential candidates. They all say there's going to be a hope for a better America tomorrow. Change is the theme for this election. Make America great again. Hey, ain't trying to piss nobody off. I'm just saying. But all of them still equate to change. And they play with the emotions of hope for people to see a better society in America. But every single presidential campaign is riding off the same shit, and they just put a little bit of something else in there. And the question is, who will win the hearts of the public? Who will win the hearts of the people? I mean, technically the Electoral College, but you guys know what I'm saying, to get that popular vote to become the president. It has to do with that unique identifying factor of who that person is. And absolutely no one else can be you. Someone could, steal your process if you shared it with them. Someone else can mimic whatever you do, but they cannot be you. So please just understand that when someone says yes, they are sold on who you are. And if you're really having trouble doing this because you were really caught in that, how do I do this without, looking it up? Then you need to talk to me. If you go to my website, if you go to augustcrenshaw.com/sales academy, you'll see how I teach women to sell, because we need to know how to do this in a way that it is energetically aligned with us. Because most of you that are attracted to me, you're also empaths and introverts just like me. And so we have to feel good when we're selling. It's not about the tricks and the gimmicks. It's about the actual process of showing up, being who you are, and learning how to pull out the essence of the people that's a mirror of you. So that sexiness and that confidence of you showing up authentically, LOL, is what's going to turn them on, because they're going to be looking at a mirror of their expectation of what they want to be. So you guys get out there, slay your offers, command the price that you desire, and get paid. All right. So I love you guys. This is your girl, August Crenshaw, and I'm going to get out of here. Hope you love your nugget today. See you next Monday live at 2 p.m. on Facebook to join in on the conversation. Until then, deuces.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless, signing out. Deuces!
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you.